A committee of 3 people is to be chosen from 4 married couples. What is the number of different committees that can be chosen if 2 people who are married to each other cannot both serve on our committee? Okay, so if we got 4 married couples, let's say those couples are A to B, C and D, E to F, and then G to H. And we want to select 4 people, or sorry, 3 people from our 4 couples to be on our committee. So anytime they're talking about either if it's probability questions or combination questions, where they're talking about pairs of people, the thing to keep in mind is we really can't start answering our question until we get to the second person. In other words, the first person chosen doesn't matter because it is the second person that determines or not whether we have a pair or not, and the third person as well. And so you can think of it as, in this case, how many people do we have for our first slot? Well, that can be anybody, right? So that's all 8 people. But then once that first person is chosen, how many people can be chosen next? And so let's say this first person chosen is A. Well, how many people can be chosen now? So B can't be chosen, and we used A already, so there's 6 people remaining. So there should be 6 options here. And so let's say this next person chosen is C. So now we can't choose B or D for our last slot. So how many options do we have remaining for our last slot? There should be 4 people that we can choose here. And so this would be 8 times 6 times 4, which of course is not an answer choice. Why is that? Because we have to get rid of our repeats here. So let's say the 3 people we chose were A, C, and E. So this fits our criteria, right? Because we got no couples on our committee. However, we don't also want to be counting committee ECA or CEA or CAE or AEC. These are all the same committee. So even though here we've taken into account our restriction in terms of no married couples, we haven't gotten rid of our repeats. So how do we get rid of our repeats here? So we got to say, so for any given committee, so let's say that committee is A, C, and E, how many ways can any given committee be arranged? Well, there should be 3 options for who you can put here, 2 options for who you can put here, and 1 option for who you can put here. So there should be 6 options for how we can arrange any committee. And here we were at 5. So what did we miss? We missed EAC. So that would be all 6 for that one committee. So meaning 8 times 6 times 4 is our answer with our repeats included. And so to remove our repeats or our duplicates, we got to divide this guy by 6. And we're left with 8 times 4 is 32. E. Good question. I like that question.